Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me pop this back out then.
Wait, are we back? I think we're back. I'm not sure yet.
It says, yeah, we're back. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm watching I'm on my phone. I'm on Twitch right now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fucking weird. I got disconnected for a minute straight, and then it reconnected. And I was trying to talk to you while it was in the process of disconnecting. I was like, "Wait, we stopped streaming. Stop talking." You didn't hear me, and then I got DC'd. And I was like, but anyways,
yeah.
Back to the topic.
So we were talking about concerts, and I think the last thing I said is, I think you said you were getting your first vaccine Monday, and
yeah,
I'm getting my second one on Tuesday. So hopefully it doesn't make me sick, because I'm planning on going to go lick a telephone pole as soon as I get the second vaccine, because that means I'm immune, right?
No, you can still be a carrier and also give to other people. You just won't have a shitty time with it.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go tongue kiss as many people as I can as soon as I get it. Just kidding. But
and there's also a Comic-Con. They first said they're going to have a virtual Comic-Con for the summer, and then just a week later, they announced that they were going to have an in-person event on Thanksgiving weekend. And I was like, what? Why that weekend out of all weekends? Because aren't people going to be with their families? But I guess they want their family reunions to be at Comic-Con. I don't know.
You see, here's the thing, right? Because I think this is a really bad move, because I think Comic-Con, like, I don't know what their head ass like logic behind this was, but a lot of people didn't have Thanksgiving last year. So like this year, like, everyone's gonna really want Thanksgiving and other holidays because of, how fucking COVID was last year, and hopefully things get better to where we'll be able to have Thanksgiving this year. And Comic-Con saying like, hey, we're gonna have a smaller Comic-Con on. Actually, I don't even think they said that it's a smaller Comic-Con. They said they're gonna have San Diego Comic-Con, and they said it's because it's impacting our business, but also smaller businesses. Like, I don't think they were upfront and being honest, where they could have just said like, hey, we need money, and yeah, this is gonna be a much smaller Comic-Con. And I get that some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, some people don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving, some people don't even give a fuck about their families. It's that's their personal business. Some people have shitty families they don't want to deal with. So I get that there are people who would want to find stuff to do over that weekend, but I think for the majority of people, like, who didn't have Thanksgiving last year, they're going to be with their families. So it just seems like a bad move. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, I don't picture myself going to a comic book convention on Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. No, it like I said, it seems like a dumb move.
Like, if it was like the weekend before or after, or like on a weekend where there isn't a holiday where families usually get together, I think it would have been a slightly smarter move, but I don't know what the strategy here. But let's see how it plays out, Con.
We'll see. So yeah, so when it comes to like these events, right? What they say is that only people who live in California can attend live performances. So depending on the tier of where you're at, like in the purple tier, they won't allow indoor live events or performances. Red tier, capacity is limited to 10% or 100 people, but capacity increases to 25% if all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination. In the orange tier, capacity is limited to 15% or 200 people, but increases to 35% if all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination. In the yellow tier, capacity is limited to 25% or 300 people, but it increases to 50% if all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination. And then for the larger venues, right? Like stadiums and stuff like that, they're going to limit it to like red tier is 20, orange tier would be 35. No, I'm sorry. Red tier, testing or proof of vaccination is required, and capacity is limited to 20%. In the orange tier, capacity is limited to 10% or 2,000 people, but if it increases to 35% of all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination. And then yellow tier, capacity is limited to 10% or 2,000 people, and it increases to 50% if all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination. So really, it's like the same for everything. Like depending if you're orange or yellow, it's 10% or 2,000 people, unless they start asking for guests to start showing proof of vaccination. So, you know, they will see. They have also separate rules for weddings or wedding receptions or conferences too. In the purple tier, they're only allowed outdoors, and it's 25 people. If all guests are tested or show proof of vaccination, capacity goes up to 100 people. In the red tier, they're limited to up to 100 people. If you show proof of vaccination, boom. That doesn't seem right. Red tier, indoor gatherings are allowed. Oh, so they're allowing indoor with limitations to 100 people. They show proof of vaccination. And then, where is it? Orange tier is outdoor gatherings are limited to 50 people or 200.
Wait, so where are concerts most likely going to be in? Like the big cities, right? So what tiers are those in?
I don't know. I think it would be like LA County, SF County. I think they're in red. San Francisco is in red tier, I believe. Let me do a quick Google search. Red tier. SF is in red. So is Santa Clara.
So concerts can only go up to 200 people. 200 people concert, so that'll be limited tickets.
Yeah, and so that means it's probably going to be expensive.
Yeah, are you itching to go back to a concert or club?
Not really. There's really only one band I really want to see live right now, and they're not in the United States, so I'm probably never going to see them. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. What about you, Mikey? Are you itching to go to a concert or anything?
No, there's no one touring really that I want to see. I don't know if anyone's touring. Actually, there probably people are, but I haven't followed anyone that is doing that right now. So I'm not really itching to go back. Just to a concert in general. I need a concert now. Yeah, I'm not really like that.
This may be super petty of me, but this girl that I used to talk to that ghosted me was talking about how she really missed Coachella. And when Coachella was announced that it was canceled, I started laughing because I was like, fuck you. Fuck you for ghosting me. But that's just me being petty. So, fuck Coachella. Anyways,
I was actually thinking about going next year because I thought Daft Punk would make an appearance.
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring that up. I was like, "There's not gonna be any more Daft Punk concerts." So
yeah, I was like, "Well, never mind," because the last time they showed up, it was for a live. They did it in a live set, and they had the pyramid, and it was dope. And yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I'm still salty. Like, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't get to go see Outkast at Bottle Rock,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's probably the last time they'll ever like perform live. Outkast, Weezer, De La Soul. How the fuck did I not see that? Oh, I was broke. I was poor. There we go. That was the reason. But yeah,
Hmm.
it was whack, whack.
And
But anyway,
what else does this affect? Like what? Clubs, concerts?
clubs, concerts, sporting events, weddings, stuff like that. So, it affects a whole lot of things, but it's starting to show that we are going back into like a little bit of normalcy. But the thing is, right, is
All an introvert's nightmare, says Three Shots at the Kettlewood.
all an introvert's nightmare. Yeah, I'm not an introvert, so whatevs.
All right, well, so that brings us to the end of this topic. Now we're going to talk about a range of topics, starting with Kotaku. Gio, tell us about that.
All right, so Kotaku they done fucked up. They got tricked with an April Fool's prank. There was a smaller site. I can't remember the name of the site, but they ended up saying that Halo Infinite was pushed back till next year, but it's actually an April Fool's prank, and it was not delayed. It was not delayed, and they put out a statement retracting what they said, with the person who wrote the article saying like, I'm an idiot, I apologize, blah blah blah. So, it just goes to show you that this could happen to every major news story. But I do want to parlay this actually into a bigger thing. Like, did you see any good April Fool's pranks on April Fool's, Mikey?
No, not really. I was put in social media jail yesterday, or like
Okay.
the day before. Too.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, no, I think one that made me laugh was I don't know if you'll get this, but someone made a fake trailer that was like Captain Toad, like the Mario character. They're like Captain Toad 2, and it's basically like a BioShock Mario like hybrid like video. I thought it was pretty funny. Three Shots with Kettle One put a link in chat. Let me see what he put up. Probably some
You can
bullshit.
click that.
No. Elden Ring revealed to be a Reddit-based social experiment. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to read that later. I just saw the headline. Elden Ring is never coming out, but yeah, like I said, April Fool's pranks are pretty good. So just don't believe shit on April 1st. Also, Mikey, did you sign up for that Bitcoin or burrito thing? Did you try that?
Oh no, I didn't even. I kind of forgot about it, and then when I did remember it, there was like 2 hours left, and I was like,
Yeah,
never mind.
It's like you just had to type in a code, and no one knows what the code is. I think the code's a prank, but if you did, it signs you up for a contest to win a free burrito or up to $25,000 in Bitcoin.
Dude, that'd have been crazy. It's crazy how they're just giving it out.
Damn, I want a burrito now. I feel like I've said that like for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, on stream too.
Yeah, but whatever. Speaking of repeating things, tell me about Marky Mark, Mikey.
So, Mark Wahlberg is creating a documentary series about himself because if you're a fan of the show Entourage, then you're going to get more because the person that show is based on, Mark Wahlberg, he's having a 6-part limited series on HBO, and it's going to be produced by Mark Wahlberg. The 6-episode documentary series offers fans a glimpse into the global star, Mark Wahlberg, life as he juggles the demands of a rigorous film schedule coupled with an ever-growing network of diverse businesses, including Mark Wahlberg's clothing line, Municipal Mark Wahlberg's gym studio, Mark Wahlberg's restaurant, The Wahlburgers, and his production company, which is called Unrealistic Ideas.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. The Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never heard of this shit.
Mm-hmm. And in the show, along the way, viewers will learn the powerful business and life lessons as Mark Wahlberg navigates the numerous challenges of the global pandemic, all while Mark Wahlberg tries to maintain and expand his vast portfolio. Wall Street will also introduce the cast of colorful characters that make up Mark Wahlberg's real-life entourage, which is the show is based on. So, yeah, I think people were asking for this and demanded this, and Mark Wahlberg is giving the fans what they want, which is more Mark Wahlberg.
I fucking hate Mark Wahlberg.
But anyways, speaking of, you just can't get enough of Mark Wahlberg. You can also can't stop once you pop a Pringle can. Right?
Fuck yourself. Fuck you. So Pringles has introduced a new flavor of fake extinct bird. This is actually, I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but BTG Play put me onto this news story, and I just was like, what in the fuck is this? So apparently there is a new flavor of Pringles of a MOA burger. Now, for those of you who don't know, a MOA is a flightless bird that comes from the Halo series. It's a fake bird, and they're making a burger of the fake bird and making a fucking Pringles flavor of this burger of a fake bird. What the fuck would they even base it on? Like, I guess the in-game lore is that it kind of looks like an ostrich or an emu, but that's, I don't know. Would you try one of these? MOA burger chips?
To be honest, I've been trying lots of different flavored snacks lately. So yes.
Are you doing like a subscription box, or are you just going out and buying?
I'm just going out because last week I saw a chicken rotisserie flavored Pringles. I'm like, what? All right, I gotta try this, and then
how was it?
Tasted straight up like chicken rotisserie, and I love it. And then there's different types of flavored wings, but in the form of potato chips. So I was like, what? So it's like barbecue flavored chips? No, it tastes like wings. And same with the taco flavored potato chips from Japan. Tastes straight up like tacos, but it's a chip. It's crazy. But so yeah, I'll try this.
Was that in the package like your sister sent you?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. She sent me a bunch of Japanese snacks and stuff, and they're all amazing. So yes, I would probably try this Pringles for sure.
Doya Rim says snack box. Isn't that the subscription box where they send you stuff from around the world?
Oh,
I think it is. Like each month they send you like a different country's worth of snacks.
That sounds dope.
But speaking of being a snack, tell me about BTS and the Biebs.
Well, so BTS's label, what is it called? HYDE, just agreed to a $1 billion deal to buy the U.S. company that manages Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and Demi Lovato. And the label is called HYDE, which was formerly known as Big Hit Entertainment. Announced on Friday it was buying Ithaca, the company. So as part of the deal, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, and a bunch of other stars will join this company with BTS. And HYBE's chairman and chief executive said this marks the start of a new adventure no one could have possibly imagined. He said the two companies would work together to create synergy, transcend borders, and break down cultural barriers. The combined businesses, he added, offered endless possibilities and create a new paradigm in the music industry. And Scooter Braun, who you may have heard in the news, he's having a beef with Taylor Swift because he owns all of her music and won't give it up. But anyways,
he sold it.
Huh?
He sold it. He sold her music.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. But yeah, he's part of the record deal that was just bought. And he said this is an opportunity for us to make history and further innovate the music industry and revolutionize the game itself. The implications for the business will be momentous for a long time to come. I am incredibly grateful for Chairman Bang's friendship and his willingness to support the creative journey of an artist. So it's going to be interesting now that Justin Bieber and a bunch of these American artists are going to have the marketing power that BTS had, because BTS marketing power is insane because their stands are everywhere and very very passionate.
K-pop runs the world, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, I just found out that BTS has a variety show that they do, which keeps them. They're kind of like if Keeping Up with the Kardashians were actually a band, and then like so and people watch that show religiously. But speaking of shows, Gio, what can you tell me about MLB The Show?
So MLB The Show, for those of you who don't know, it is the premier baseball video game that was made by Sony San Diego Studios. So for the longest time, it was a PlayStation exclusive, and we ran this news story a few weeks ago, where it was announced that MLB The Show wasn't going to be exclusive anymore. It was going to go multi-plat. It was going to be on Xbox as well. I believe PC, probably not on Nintendo Switch. But it was just announced, like this is kind of a big thing, that it will launch on Game Pass day one. And if you don't know, Game Pass is basically the Microsoft subscription service to where you have access to, like, it's basically like a Netflix style like game streaming thing where they have certain titles that you can just, play. And the fact that something that was originally a PlayStation exclusive made by a PlayStation studio being day one on Game Pass, being day one, like if you had a PlayStation and an Xbox, you could either pay $60 and buy this game for your PS5 or PS4, or you could just go onto Game Pass and play it day one. It's kind of a big deal. So I don't know if this was the MLB pretty much forcing this deal, or how much did Microsoft pay Sony to get this done? Like, there had to be some like money in the works, because it was definitely a move that came out of left field, right? Because it seems like it's not something that Sony would allow or that Sony would let happen, because it definitely doesn't play into their favor. But I don't know if Sony's playing 7D chess or what's going on here, but
interesting.
We'll see.
It is,
Yeah. But speaking of taking the hits on, Mikey, tell me about Rocky Balboa.
So, Sylvester Stallone decided that the first Rocky movie was not enough to see the origins of Rocky Balboa. He has decided to start writing a prequel show for a streaming service to show us the origins of Rocky Balboa. And on Instagram he posted, "This may be the strangest posting yet. I started out this morning by writing a treatment for a Rocky prequel for streaming. Ideally 10 episodes for a few seasons to really get to the heart of the characters in their younger years. Here is a small portion of how my creative process starts. Hope it happens. And then I needed to clear my head, so I went fishing. Talk about extremes. Keep punching, my friends." And inside the treatment, he said, "Imagine a time machine that will simply transport us back to the origins of Rocky. A cinematic world brimming with characters that have been beloved by people around the world for nearly 5 decades. And he just sets up the characters of the first Rocky, but way younger. And I don't think he's going to come back to reprise the role, since he's...
I hope not.
Since he's pretty old. So it's going to be an entirely new cast playing really young versions of the first movie. So I don't know. Do you want more Rocky? Gio, have you seen the Rocky movies?
I've seen the first one and the second one. I didn't see Mr. T, and I didn't see Ivan Drago. So maybe I'll watch those movies, because I heard also the most recent one. I think it was Rocky Balboa was the name of it. Mm-hmm. I heard that one was pretty good. But I did watch Creed. I really liked Creed. Creed 1. I haven't seen Creed 2. So
Yeah, like it's pretty random how the Rocky Balboa just became like an expanding cinematic universe, even after all these years.
That is really weird. So, yeah, we'll see. I
But
mean, I don't know.
speaking of, I don't know. Oh, director revealing stuff. Tell me about Hosoda. Wait, how come
So,
you don't have the picture? But go on. I'll get the picture.
Mamoru Hosoda, acclaimed director behind some of my favorite animated movies, Summer Wars, which was fucking fantastic. The Girl Who Left Through Time, which was fucking fantastic. The Boy and the Beast, that was fucking fantastic. Wolf Children, like I will not shit you not, Mikey. Like if you
The fuck is this?
we got a bot in the chat.
Yeah. Oh.
Stupid. Go fuck yourself, bot. Like I'm not gonna like if you put the 5 best Miyazaki movies next to the 5 besides Summer Wars, The Girl Who Left Through Time, Boy and the Beast, Wolf Children. No, let's say the 4 best Miyazaki movies besides the 4 best Hosoda movies. Like I think it would be a lot closer than people think.
Banned his ass.
Stupid monkey. But he's an amazing director, and he put out a trailer for his new movie Belle, and it looks fucking fantastic. Like it looks amazing. I am so in for this.
Wait, so
and also
what happened in the trailer?
So in the trailer, it basically shows. It's basically this girl who's kind of like a what's the word, introvert, who goes into this animated world. I fucking hate you. My name is Earl. Who goes into this animated world, and she kind of becomes this like beloved, like kind of like pop star princess looking character. The character design of the character Belle, of the titular character, was done by Jin Kim, who also did the designs for Frozen, Tangled, Big Hero 6, and Moana. So when you kind of if you watch the trailer, like the Belle character, the character in the virtual world, it looks like a fucking Disney princess, and because that was the character designer. I'm 100% in on this. Mikey, if you haven't seen the trailer, I totally recommend you look it up. I recommend everyone look it up because it looks fucking dope.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely will because it sounds like super interesting.
Yeah, I'm in. Anyways, speaking of I don't know. This is a hard one. Speaking of which, just tell me about UFC.
So now that Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor now has a trilogy on his hands, and it's now been confirmed to be happening on July 10th for the trilogy fight. And so that's going to be pretty interesting, and I'm actually excited for that. And but it's not going to be for the lightweight belt, which is interesting. And because Dustin Poirier could be the champion right now, but he obviously wants that good money fight, and he's betting on himself because if he wins, he'll get a title shot, and if he loses, he'll probably has to have a few fights to get back up there. And yeah. And speaking of the lightweight division, Nate Diaz is coming back to fight Leon Edwards on May 15th. And that's going to be really interesting because whoever wins this one will also be in a title contention for this is probably for welterweight. And yeah. And then in other MMA news, Bare Knuckle FC just launched a pension fund for MMA fighters, which makes them the first MMA organization to do so, which is surprising that UFC doesn't do that for their own fighters. One fighter said last week when he fought GSP, his fighter was Dan Hardy, he made $25,000, and after paying his coaches and bills, he only had $3,000 profit from fighting GSP. But yeah, which is crazy. And so yeah, fighter pay is messed up with the UFC. And but anyways, I don't know if you guys seen last weekend's event. Francis Ngannou, who is now the heavyweight champion of the world, and he is a scary dude. I think he's bringing back the Mike Tyson aura back to the heavyweight division because when he punches, it's scary.
Oof.
But anyways, so I don't know how to transition to this one, but Gio, why don't you tell me, is this about Naruto and Yasuke, or is it about something else?
You're a twat. Anyways. So LaShawn Thomas and Studio Mappa are teaming up they're creating a anime about the Black Samurai named Yasuke. They just dropped a trailer. It will be a Netflix produced animated show, and it will be starring Lakeith Stanfield, who we're both big fans of. The guy who is producing it, LaShawn Thomas, he is responsible, or he's worked on several big shows. He worked on Black Dynamite, The Legend of Korra, Aaron McGruder's The Boondocks. And he's pretty much a guy who can do it all. Like, he was a animator, he was a comic book artist, he was a writer, a character designer, a storyboard artist, he was a director, and he's now a producer. So he's kind of done everything within the animated world. Studio Mappa
that guy is dope. Says 3 shots to Kettle. I agree. Sorry.
The Studio Mappa, the studio that's working on it, they did Attack on Titan, which is something that everyone tells me to watch, but I actually refuse to watch it because fuck everyone.
Oh, you're a hipster.
Jujutsu Kaisen. So shut up. Jujutsu Kaisen, which is getting a lot of acclaim, which I want to watch, but I just haven't had time yet. They did The God of High School, which there was a lot of hype for. I watched a few episodes. I thought it was okay, but it was animated beautifully. I think the problem was more within the script. Zombieland Saga, Banana Fish, a couple other things they did. They also did, I think they do Kateguri? I don't know. Anyways, I'm excited. The trailer looks dope, and I'm hyped for it. My name is Earl says God of High School was trash. Yeah, I watched 3 episodes. I didn't finish it, but yeah, it looks sick. But speaking of things looking dope, tell me about Star Wars, Mikey.
So, the Obi-Wan cast was announced, and it's pretty crazy because that means production just began, and we have the cast revealed. So Joel Edgerton is coming back as Uncle Owen, because we first saw him at the end of episode 3 where Obi-Wan handed off baby Luke to Uncle Owen and Beru. And then also Kumail Nanjiani is also a part of the cast, which is interesting. So are you gonna get some comedy in here, or are we gonna get some badassery from him? Because he's also in Eternals, and I don't know if you've seen his social media pics. That dude was he's ready to be an action star, so that should be interesting to see. And also Ice Cube's son, Osea Jackson Jr., is also part of the cast. And this casting was super interesting to me. Benny Safdie, who is one of the brothers that directed Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, he's part of the cast as a part of the acting cast. So yeah. But the biggest news that everyone is hyped for is Hayden Christensen is coming back as Anakin Skywalker, and I'm really excited to see how they bring or implement him into the story. So yeah, Obi-Wan is coming back on we don't know when, but yeah, they're filming right now, so probably next year. And another related Star Wars news, the Bad Batch trailer was just released, and it looks pretty badass. It takes place right after episode 3, and that's coming out on May the 4th. And also the third Thrawn book for the second Thrawn trilogy is actually releasing this year. So we're going to have 2 trilogies of Thrawn novels out by the end of the year. And then I don't know if you've seen those Shakespeare Star Wars books, because they just finally released the last episode, because they Shakespeare the story of Star Wars and everything. But now the new project is going to be called Odyssey of Star Wars. It's going to be an epic poem about Star Wars in the style of Shakespeare, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's coming out in September.
So it sounds a little pretentious to me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't like the Shakespeare Star Wars books, but they're pretty popular though. Bad Batch. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm hyped.
You're not even about that 3 shots to Kettle One. Get out of here. There's no stocks in Bad Batch. You don't care about it.
So that brings us to the end of our show. Wait, just kidding. We have a whole another set of subtopics, starting with Cyberpunk. What is going on with Cyberpunk, Gio?
So, Cyberpunk, there is a list of changes that they made. I'm not going to list all of them because it's a fucking huge bunch. But they just dropped their patch 1.2, which notably the biggest changes they made is that it makes it easier to drive around. And as someone who played the game and finished it, I can tell you that driving was really fucking rough. And in fact, I think like 95% of the time I drove in that game, I chose a motorcycle on purpose because it was easier. Like I never drove the cars. I know. And 3 shots to the Kettle One says, bro, if they pull a GTA 5 and take half a decade to make the game worthy, I mean, they're going to do that. They say that they're going to have that game like completed by this year. I fucking doubt it.
I don't know about that. I'm still waiting on that PS5 update.
Yeah. Another thing that notably that they changed is that they changed it so like before when you committed a crime, the cops would just spawn immediately behind you. Now it takes a while for them to spawn, so it's actually like realistic in that there's a crime, it's going to take them like a few to get there as opposed to just showing up and shooting you. Another thing that was announced, or it wasn't announced, but it's been quietly dropped, that they pretty much canceled the multiplayer part of Cyberpunk, which
like
in order to focus on
that kind of like killed like half my hype for the game. I haven't even started it yet.
I mean, do you own it or do you?
Yeah, I actually, I bought I think I bought the collector's edition for PS4, and then I played an hour into it, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I was like, all right, yeah, I'll just wait till the PS5 update comes out, and I haven't touched it since.
Yeah, so that game's a mess, and yeah. 3 shots Kettle One said, actually mad. Be mad. Be mad. Bro, how are you going to cut out multiplayer to a tabletop?
Yeah, RPG? Exactly. I was excited to team up with my friends and do some Cyberpunk missions and Cyberpunk adventures and shit. But no, you have to do it by yourselves now. Forever.
Anyways, speaking of being mad, Mikey, tell me about Black Adam.
So, The Rock, a.k.a. Dwayne Johnson, who is starring as the character Black Adam, shared today on his Instagram Sunday saying that a disruptive and an unstoppable global force of a message from the man in black himself, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe, is about to change. And the news of this official release date comes right after the announcement of Pierce Brosnan joining the cast as one of the members of the Justice Society of America, who are a group of superheroes who are tasked with stopping Johnson's anti-hero, Black Adam, when he breaks out of his super prison. Also part of the group are Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, Noah Centineo as Atom Smasher, and Quintessa Swindle as Cyclone. And also, Marwan Kenzari is also on board as the movie's villain. In Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson will play a member of an ancient civilization chosen by the Council of Wizards, who also helped out Billy Batson in Shazam to become a hero and save his people. But when Black Adam's methods were considered to be too cruel and villainous, he was imprisoned by the Council for 5,000 years. But when he escapes, it's up to the Justice Society to stop him. And This is coming from the director of the Liam Neeson action thrillers such as Unknown, Nonstop, Run All Night, The Commuter, and I don't know if you guys remember 2005's House of Wax starring Paris Hilton. He directed that too. So yeah, that is the guy that will be giving us Black Adam. Yeah, when it comes out.
I gotta say that if you would have told me all of those were fake movie titles, I would have believed you.
So, are you excited to watch the next installation or the next story in the DC universe?
Here's the thing, right? When it comes to DC, y'all know I love DC more than Marvel, but I can admit that DC be fucking up. I personally enjoyed the Snyder Cut. I thought it was like a 7 out of 10. I would have recommended it. I don't get hyped for DC projects anymore until I see a trailer, and even then, I'm still skeptical. Like, I am positive that the Suicide Squad will be good because it's James Gunn, and I trust James Gunn. But as far as everything else, I gotta see something.
Their one-offs are so good. DCU, it's just going to become a tax write-off for Warner Brothers, says my name is Earl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch this on opening day when it comes out. But speaking of opening day, Gio, why don't you tell me about MLB's opening day?
That was pretty good. I gotta give you props for that one. So the MLB has had their opening day. It started off with the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees in the American League East battle. So we had a day of baseball. It's been a few days now. We've seen a couple games go on. I think for me, the highlight of opening day was seeing the fucking Dodgers lose. Because anytime the Dodgers lose is a slightly better day than any other day. Because first off, fuck the Dodgers. Second of all, their championship last year doesn't count. 83 games is not a full season. It's a fake ring. They can go fuck themselves. Also, I think another thing is that we were talking about COVID protocols earlier. And it seems like the Giants announced, I want to say a couple days before opening day, they said that it was required for anybody who wanted to go watch a Giants game to either have a negative COVID test that was less than a week old, or have a card that shows that they were fully immune. They had their shots and they were good. So, in fact, I was reading along. Some people are getting are going to get the vaccine just because of this. I think I read in like a forum, this guy was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go get a negative test every time I want to go watch the Giants play. So I'm just gonna get the fucking vaccine." So yeah, we'll see. Opening day seems interesting. Opening day was pretty cool seeing the Dodgers lose. Unfortunately, the Giants lost too, but it is what it is. We're not supposed to be good, so. Yeah. Also, I know my name is Earl is in the chat. I want to say go fuck the A's. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
But, speaking of sharp, pointy things like needles or knives, tell me about Knives Out.
So, if you love the movie Knives Out, you're in luck because, wait, hold on, timer. Because there are sequels coming out. That's right, you heard sequels. Not one, but 2 sequels are gonna be happening, and they're coming straight to Netflix because they just struck a $400 million deal with Rian Johnson because he owns the story and the rights to that movie. And and casting is begin immediately because the filming of the sequel is actually going to start in June. Yeah, so pretty fast turnaround. And only cast member returning that we know of is Daniel Craig as Private Detective Benoit Blanc. And I really like this character in the movie. You seen Knives Out, right?
Actually, I haven't.
Oh, damn, dude. You should. I think you'd enjoy it a lot. It's a really, really good whodunit type of movie.
This seems entirely like my shit. And I can't believe I haven't watched it yet. I don't know why I didn't watch it. I think I was like busy with school.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
I think like 2 years ago, I want to say. But yeah, for those who haven't seen it, in the original film, Blanc was investigating the death of a famed mystery novelist. The eccentric members of the dead novelist family were all suspect, as was his nurse, played by Anna de Armas. And yeah, so I'm actually really excited because I'm wondering what the next star-studded cast for Knives Out is going to be, and plus the sequels. Like, so is it going to be like a Sherlock Holmes type of thing with Daniel Craig? I don't know, but I'm down. I'm down to watch it.
It seems like it could be like what's his name? The character who was in the Murder on the Murder on the Orient Express.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hercule Pinoy? I don't know his name. Where it's like it's focused on him, and every movie or every book is like a separate like self-contained mystery with some similar like maybe like similar like connecting threads. So I think that would be cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah, and speaking of murder, turns out Mario is dead. Gio, what?
Mario is dead. Nintendo has killed Mario. No more. So basically, Mario has pulled all the anniversary games and anniversary merch. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I highly recommend you go out and buy it. Things like the Mario 3D All Stars collection that they put out. They are no longer going to make any more copies of that. So if you see it in store, I don't know if it'll be something that could like be worth money, like having a sealed copy in the future. But the other weird thing, Mikey, is they also pulled that game off of their digital store.
Really? Like, why?
I don't know. It's some weird Nintendo shit. Also Mario 35, which was a battle royale style game of the first Mario Brothers. It also was pulled from their stores, and also it won't work anymore. So even if you have that downloaded, you can't play anymore. They took down their online servers, which is another like weird move. I think there was another game, the first Fire Emblem game that was re-released. I actually forgot to download that, so I feel kind of like a dunce. But it is what it is. Also, these cool little Game & Watches. I bought one.
Oh shit!
See it, but it serves as you can play Mario Brothers 1. And it also serves as a clock. They also won't make these anymore. So, if you see them at like a Target and if you want to pick it up, just know that you probably won't have another chance. I think these are like $40 to $50. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, but they are overpriced, but they're cool little collectibles. And yeah, it's R.I.P. Mario. Also, there was a CNN article where the person writing it didn't understand that like Mario being dead is a meme. Like they thought like legit Nintendo was going to stop making Mario games, but no, they're going to make more Mario games. It's just the anniversary games are done.
My name is Earl. In the chat says it also plays the Lost levels as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. It plays the Mario Brothers 2, which was the Japanese version of Mario Brothers 2, but Nintendo of America thought it would be too hard for Americans. So they ended up giving us a reskin of Doki Doki Panic and called it Mario Brothers 2, which in Japan is Mario Brothers USA. Anyways, that's enough history lesson. But yeah, speaking of multi-million global franchises that have IPs that are beloved, tell me about Disneyland.
So, if now that Disneyland allows alcohol on premises with the where's the clock? With the Galaxy's Edge, because they serve alcohol there, they're now also going to be serving alcohol at the Blue Bayou restaurant in Disneyland, which you can see when you ride the Pirates of the Caribbean. And yeah, the new additions will complement the menu and theme of the restaurant with beverages such as wine, beer, and a specialty hurricane cocktail, a New Orleans staple. Or you may want to try the new Celebration sparkling wine package. Soon you'll be able to pair them with the restaurant's delicious menus, like the popular Surf and Turf. Also, keep an eye out for new seasonal takes on our mint julep non-alcoholic beverage. So if you're you don't want to turn up, just do the mint julep. And yeah, so this is the second publicly accessible restaurant bar in Disneyland Park history, and it's the first, the first being in Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, it's pretty interesting because before they didn't allow any alcohol consumption on Disneyland except for in the highly exclusive Club 33. But now it's yeah. So now you can drink at Disneyland, and should be interesting. Does this make you want to go back even more?
I do want to go back to Disneyland. Like, I am fucking hyped to go back. But I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
because I don't feel like going right now when there's restrictions and not everything's gonna be open and paying that much money.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to go ever since Galaxy's Edge was a thing because I still haven't gone, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, as you can see. But yeah, but I don't know. I think when I go, I might turn up at both alcohol places because it'll be the return of me coming back to that park in a very long time. Anyways,
it's gonna be lit.
Oh yeah, Disney's gonna be lit, just like Chase Out Kettle One. But where also it's gonna be lit, the Summer Games Fest, right, Gio? Tell me about that.
Well, the Summer Games Fest. So Jeff Keighley, who those of you who don't know him by name, he is the Game Awards guy. He was originally on G4 Tech TV. He's pretty much the guy who's like the big face of any like big video game conference. I know he helped out with E3. He does opening night live at Gamescom. He does the Game Awards. He announced that they're going to have a return of the Summer Games Fest. Now, the Summer Games Fest, for those of you who don't know, last year when E3 was canceled, the Summer Games Fest was a series of several smaller conferences as well as just kind of smaller announcements for people to show off their games, because there were a lot of studios, a lot of indie developers who rely on E3 to kind of go out there and show their games to the press to get like some hype built up for it. And without E3, they don't really have that anymore. So the Summer Games Fest was about a 3-month long thing where they just showed off a bunch of games. I didn't really care for the Summer Games Fest. I mean, not to like say that it was bad, but it just was like a lot of times they had like a conference or something and it was just a bunch of games I didn't really care about. But I think it's a cool idea it's good for developers to get their games out. And I think for journalists or people who cover games news, it's easier for them to kind of dissipate the information. I don't know if I use that word right. Not dissipate. Sift through the stuff. Fuck all of you. To kind of see what there might be a game that got lost in the shuffle at E3 and see what it was. So I think it's cool. I think this is a cool thing. I mean, E3, I know they say they're going to come back this year, so we'll see how that works with both E3 and Summer Games Fest. But I'm hyped. It's going to be a thunderous summer. And speaking of thunder, Mikey, tell me about Thundercats.
So, fans of Thundercats will rejoice because now, hot off raving reviews for the epic kaiju battle Godzilla vs. Kong, the director, Adam Wingard, has been tapped to direct the Thundercats movie for Warner Bros. Studio. It's based on the 1980 animated TV series, and turns out Adam Wingard is a very, very huge fan. He said, "Nobody on this planet knows or has thought as much about Thundercats as I have." So Adam Wingard will come in and start from scratch to turn all this into a hybrid of CGI and animation. And it will follow, for those who don't know, Thundercats follows a group of cat-like humanoid aliens who live on a dying planet, Dundera. The Thundercats are an elite group that is charged with saving the species. And in an interview, Adam Wingard said he wrote a 270-plus page screenplay for a Thundercats movie when he was in 10th grade, only to be made fun of by his classmates at the time. But he refers to the Thundercats movie as his dream project and describes how he got involved with the real thing, saying, "I heard there was a Thundercats script out there and it happened to be set up with some of my producers on Death Note," he said. I asked him, I want to write the script with my friend. This is a huge passion thing for me. Nobody on this planet knows or has thought as much about Thundercats as I have. They gave me the reins. I saw this as an opportunity to do a new type of fantasy sci-fi spectacle film that people have never seen before. It's got a rich mythology. The characters are fantastic. The colors. I want to do a Thundercats film that takes you back to the 80s aesthetic. I don't want to reinvent the way they look. I want them to look like Thundercats. I don't want to do it live action either. I don't want it to look like Cats, like the movie Cats that just came out. Like that was very disastrous. And anyways, and then he also said, I don't want those kind of issues. No disrespect to that director, whom I don't mean to throw under the bus any more than everyone else already has. I want to do a movie that you've never seen before. A hybrid CGI film that has a hyper-real look and somehow bridges the gap between cartoon and CGI. That's the starting point. And we are just getting to the script right now.
Fucking 3 shots to the kettle. One in the chat says Cardi B is Chitara. And I just want to point out that he's a moron. He followed that up by saying Bruce Valanche is Snarf. And I also hate him as well.
Yeah, did you watch Thundercats when you were...
Yeah, actually, I did. Thundercats was dope, dude. You see Lionel with a sword. This shit's dope. I like Thundercats more than He-Man. I remember I watched both of them at like the same time, but Thundercats was definitely better. I thought it was dope as fuck.
Yeah, I've never actually watched Thundercats. It was always like something that my older siblings would watch, and then something that I didn't get, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have any much experience with the Thundercats. Channing Tatum as Lion.
I fucking hate.
But speaking of, I don't know how to transition from this to PlayStation Plus. So why don't you just tell us what's going on with the subscription service for PlayStation users?
So PS Plus, they have announced their April slate of games, right? It is for PS4 owners. They can get Days Gone, which I heard was a pretty good game. Not really my cup of tea, but I know commercially, like, people really liked it. Like, it was one of those games where the audiences liked it a lot more than critics. Critics were kind of they thought it was good to decent. It got a lot of, like, I want to say 6 to 8 scores. Where audiences like really loved it. Where audiences were higher, they were like. You look at the audience score on Metacritic for Days Gone, it's a lot different than the critic score, but people really liked it.
But wasn't this game already part of the PS Plus collection?
Yes, it was, but that's only if you have a PS5, which people like my name is Earl don't have a PS5, so yeah. If you have a PS5 though, you can also get the remake or reimagining of Oddworld, the first game. I think it's Soulstorm.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Hold on, let me see. I have it in notes. It is Oddworld. Oddworld Soulstorm, but it's PS5 only. So you get that. So that causes a lot of people to have like this controversy where some people were like, "Yo, the PS4 owners are kind of getting fucked out of a deal right now because they're only getting 2 games, and PS5 owners are getting another game." But then it kind of evens out because Days Gone is something that PS5 owners already had access to, so it doesn't really matter to them. And then PS4 owners are getting Days Gone, but they're not getting Oddworld.
Makes sense.
The other game is, I think, Zombie Nation 4, which is, I've never heard of this. Have you?
Nope. This is the first time I've heard of it. I thought it was a movie. So,
yeah, it sounds like a fucking like campy like 70s zombie movie, but I mean, I'm probably not gonna download it. I mean, I'm not big on the Oddworld games, even though they look cool. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'll just add it to my library to have it just in case. But it is what it is. Speaking of which, talking about, I don't know. I don't care about Game of Thrones. Just tell me about it, Mikey.
So, we've been talking about Game of Thrones for, I think, for as long as the show has been happening. And it looks like we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones for at least 5 more years. Because George R. R. Martin just inked a 5-year deal with HBO. And which gives him somewhere in the mid-8-figure range. But anyways, for those who are keeping track, here are the shows that are already in development with HBO and George R. R. Martin. House of the Dragon, which is about 300 years before the events of Game of Thrones, focuses on the Targaryens, and an untitled Nymeria project, which is set 1,000 years before Game of Thrones, which focuses on the warrior queen Nymeria. And right now the title for that is called 10,000 Ships. And the third project is called Sea Snake, which be a spinoff of the Targaryen show, focusing on Lord Corlys Velaryon, aka the Sea Snake, the Lord of the Tides and head of the House Velaryon. The character, who is the husband of Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, will be played by actor Steve Toussaint in the House of the Dragon and Rome. It's going to be created. The show creator is the guy that did Rome. And then the fourth project is called Flea Bottom, which is set in King's Landing, a maze of tight streets in the capital city where Game of Thrones characters.
Mikey, your audio like fucking dropped.
Really?
For like a good 10 seconds. I don't know. Can anyone in chat verify that? Because I could not hear you for 10 seconds.
No, you're good.
What the fuck? Was it just me then?
Might have been a Discord thing. Geo froze. Oh.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Okay, we good now. Anyways, so yeah, the fourth one is called Flea Bottom, which was set in King's Landing, where Davos Seaworth and Baratheon were born. The story is not clear, but it's expected that series will focus on the criminal underworld of King's Landing. And then the fifth one is called Dunk and Egg, set 90 years before Game of Thrones, and it follows the adventures of Head's Knight, Sir Duncan the Tall, and his squire, Egg, who becomes King Aegon Targaryen. Or the fifth. It did drop on my end. It's Geo's cheap-ass internet says my name is Earl. Okay. And then, and also, other than those 5 projects, there's an animated drama that's happening. It's going to be a full animated series that's happening on HBO. And then there's also a Broadway play for Game of Thrones happening as well. So, yeah. And also, these aren't even the only projects that George R. R. Martin was working on. He's also working on other show adaptations for Who Fears Death, an adaptation of a 2011 novel, and Road Marks, which is his friend's novel.
Fucking writes that fucking book. How about he does that?
Yeah.
How about he fucking finishes his own series? Fuck George R. R. Martin. I hate this man so much.
But you haven't even seen any of his stuff.
I don't even watch his shit. It's just the fact that, I just don't like him on principle. Fuck George R. R. Martin. Fuck that guy. I hate him so much. Finish your fucking book.
I know, it's been how many years now? I don't know. But
fucking twat.
But yeah, book 6 can wait for HBO shows for us. So yeah. So yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of our show. And so Gio, do you have a final word for us?
Yeah, I do actually. I have a lot of things to say. Give me the fucking one.
Wait. Go ahead.
All right. Anyways, I want to preface this by reiterating, fuck George R. R. Martin. Finish what you fucking start. Don't just fucking sign millions and millions of dollars, keeping people waiting for you to finish your fucking franchise and say, oh, I'm gonna fuck off and do a bunch of things like fucking Elden Ring. Just finish what you start. Don't be a twat. But if you do feel like you get into the creative elements, right? Make sure I don't want to say, be true to your creative vision, like Hosoda does with the Bell trailer or that Yasuke anime. They both look dope as shit. I'm just angry, and I just hate George R. R. Martin, partially because my friend Matt J said I look like him, and I hate my friends. That's the message for today. Fuck your friends. Fuck all of them. Fuck everyone.
What?
But that'll be it. Thank you for coming to the 1v1 show. Like I said, we appreciate you all coming through, chatting, hanging out with us, watching, and just dealing with everything. Fuck you, BTG Play. Eat a fucking dick. And we'll see.
I appreciate
all
you guys.
We do appreciate y'all coming in. And don't forget to follow us on our socials. If you hit the what's the command, Mikey? Is it?
Oh, it's a exclamation mark 1v1. Yeah, I'll type it in the chat. Yeah, here you go.
You do it. If you do exclamation point 1v1, you can check out our socials. Come check us out. We got our Instagram, we got our Twitter, we got our Patreon, and we will see you all next week. Have a good one. Wait, what am I forgetting?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't forget to stick around for the post show. We'll be hanging out with chat if y'all want to just shoot the shit with us, and yeah, or if you want to just talk more shit to me, whatever. Fuck y'all. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
We're back. Oh, shit.
Are we?
Yeah. All right, go to the bathroom. You got the one.
All right. Next one of you motherfuckers to say I look like George R.R. Martin is getting shot. Fuck y'all. Anyways, how's everyone doing? We chilling? We having a good Saturday, y'all? I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Gio's internet so bad his video feed looked like he a flip but animation. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I am hungry. I want a burrito. I also want a calzone, even though I ate a calzone yesterday. I ended up eating ice cream for dinner yesterday, which was not my choice, but it's a long story. But yeah, it's been pretty chill. I'm excited for a lot of the stories. I think that fucking Hosoda trailer, the Bell trailer. Let me see if I can find a link for it. I'm gonna put it in chat. Bell trailer, Mura Hosoda. Y'all need to watch this because, oh my god, Hosoda is a fucking god in the animation world. This shit looks fucking fantastic. Boom. I'm gonna put a link in chat. Y'all should do a separate show. 3 Shots of Kettle One says we should do a separate show. Going into specific shows, covering shows, movies, comics in depth. That's an idea. I mean, we could
do that with the main topics.
We could do that. We could do a separate spoiler show. If people subscribe to Patreon. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, that was 5 head planning.
5 head planning. You see this? 5 head planning. So.
Wait, did you hear about DMX? No. What happened?
No, what
DMX?
What happened with DMX? Let me see. Let me Google this. DMX. He's hospital. Oh shit. He's in grave condition. Yo.
Oh, what?
He had a drug overdose. Yeah,
5
he
hours
OD'd.
ago.
Holy shit.
I
hope he makes it out, dude. I love DMX.
50-year-old was rushed to the hospital in White Plains, New York on Friday night after experiencing a heart attack triggered by OD.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is from TMZ, so
and then
TMZ is legit. Now, DMX was rushed to the hospital in Whole Plains, New York, critical care unit. Some brain activity. He's in another source says he's in a vegetative state. Oh my fucking god.
Damn, holy shit. That's crazy. He's in the ICU. Says, my name is Earl. Fuck. Damn.
I'm processing this because I love DMX. Man, fuck, dude. We already lost MF Doom. I don't want to lose DMX too.
Damn.
That's fucking trash, dude. That's fucking trash.
Well, the news is still fresh, so it's only it only
Yeah, they
dropped
have.
not even 6 hours ago.
Yeah, then they have conflicting reports on his
Yeah.
activity. I mean, like drug overdose, man, is some real shit. Like it can really lead to your brain just stop functioning. So, yeah, man, it's some shitty news.
And yeah, what other news that we didn't talk about? Who
Well, we
started
talked about
filming?
the Space Jam.
Witcher
The
Witcher season 2 just finished filming. We didn't talk about that.
oh, it did. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see the first Witcher.
Oh, it was actually pretty decent. I enjoyed it.
Have you do you have my game still?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
played it yet.
I can't remember who I lent that to.
Yeah, and a new Black Widow trailer dropped. Which, by the way, Black Widow's now premiering on Disney Plus. I think I talked about that last week.
Yeah, you did. Black Widow. I'm excited for it. I think it's dope. Let me ask you something. Let's talk about this a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
Was Black Widow's death in Endgame unnecessary? Because I think it was.
I mean, like, I understood what they were trying to do with that scene and her character, but yeah, probably one could argue that could say that it was unnecessary because yeah, now because we're getting a Black Widow movie now.
I think they wanted to kill off at least one more person besides Steve and
Yeah.
Well, they didn't really kill off Steve, but they it's like they killed off Captain America, but they didn't kill off Steve. But they wanted to kill off, the big two, which was Cap and Tony, and then I don't know why they chose Natasha. If you really think about it too, I made this kind of connection. I was realizing they killed both the leading women characters in the Avengers and Guardians.
Completely unnecessary, says My Name is Earl. Anthony Mackie has grown on me, surprisingly, says Just Off the Kettle One. Oh, yeah, I didn't meant to say this at the end during the discussion that I can't. I know Sam is supposed to be the next Captain America, and I'm trying to view him. Like, all right, this is going to be the future Cap, but I still can't see him as Captain America. I see him as, all right, that's his Falcon, and I was like, all right, like I'm waiting for the show to convince me, like, all right, oh shit, that is Captain America. But I don't know, for some people it's like, oh shit, I already can't see him as Captain America. But for me, I'm not there yet. I think but I can see them building up to it, and I'm ready for it because like as of right now, it's like he's still the Falcon to me. What about you?
He still looks like Papa Doc to me.
Yeah.
Three Shots of the Kettle One says they should have been punk ass Hawkeye. Yeah, I mean they're giving Hawkeye. I think the reason why they didn't kill off Hawkeye is because they're gonna bring in Kate Bartlett. Oh, not Kate Bartlett. What's Kate Bishop? Kate Bartlett is from fucking Holes. They're gonna bring in Kate Bishop and give that one show. Three Shots of the Kettle One says I think his role in Altered Carbon kind of did it. Okay, but every time you say Altered Carbon, I think of Tacos al Carbon, which now I'm hungry again. I don't know. I'm fucking hungry.
And also with the Hawkeye TV show, there's a spinoff with the what's her character?
I literally just said that Kate Bishop.
No, not her. There's another spinoff besides her. That's part of Hawkeye.
Who the fuck are you talking? Oh, America Chavez.
I think so. I'm googling.
No, I think was American Chavez supposed to be in. Was she supposed to be in? I think I remember you talking about this.
Yeah,
actually. Hawkeye spinoff. If anybody in chat knows, correct us.
Echo.
It's not Echo.
I know it's in our notes. What the fuck?
Yeah, it is. It is the Echo spinoff show. A deaf Native American character who will be played by Alaqua Cox in the Hawkeye series. Oh,
Yeah, so
interesting.
that's why I think they didn't kill off Hawkeye because there's going to be all these spin-offs franchises that could be spun off of Hawkeye.
Is she gonna be a Young Avengers?
Yeah, that's what
Is she
everyone thinks is they're building up to Young Avengers.
okay? So also in the because she had the title Ronin before. I do remember
Yeah,
this
yeah.
before Hawkeye. Interesting. Interesting. I do remember this. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and then in other news, Eli Roth's Borderlands has also started filming.
Oh yeah, we did. We didn't
Yeah,
talk about
we've
that
been following that movie, and then
because it's
but
so fucking weird casting.
mhm. And then what else? Jeffrey Dean Morgan said Walking Dead was not supposed to end at season 11.
Yeah. Well, you know what I didn't know, Mikey?
What?
Uh, the guy who wrote Walking Dead is the guy who wrote Invincible.
Oh,
Same dude, Robert Kirkman.
oh shit!
I never followed Walking Dead just because I just
First
don't
season is
care.
top tier.
Is it?
Yeah, like top tier television. Invincible, amazing. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. I didn't know it was by Robert Kirkman, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. And then,
Yeah.
oh wait, sorry, go on.
Okay. My name is Earl says they could do a West Coast Avengers. Oh, they could.
Mm.
Interesting. I'm thinking about picking up the Avengers game once they have a little bit more patches to it,
Oh, yeah,
and
I don't
probably
think I'll be picking that one up. And
like I'll
then,
probably pick it up. It's gonna go on sale. You know it is.
mm, yeah, most likely. And another superhero team news. Turns out only 36% of viewers finished watching the Snyder Cut. They like only 36% of people who started the Snyder Cut actually finished
Really?
all the way through.
That's funny.
So I mean, it means 64% of everyone who started the Snyder Cut didn't even finish the movie.
Wow. They
Which is
didn't even get
interesting. I
the
was like,
best
dude,
part.
I stayed for the whole thing because, like, all right, I just got to see how this ends. But I guess
I
for
I
most people, they're like, fuck this and turn it off.
it's Three Shots to Kettle One says it took people days to finish The Irishman.
Yeah, and just to be fair, it's only the first week that it's been out. So yeah, people are probably taking their time.
Well, to be fair, Scorsese isn't real cinema like the MCU.
And
But
yeah.
anyways,
Speaking. Wait, actually, wait, I don't know how to transition. But
it's the post show. Just fucking say
yeah.
whatever.
So the Jordan Peele,
Yeah.
he has a new horror movie coming out, and Stephen Yeun is part of the cast. Just announced.
I hope he wins the Academy Award. I like that guy. I think he's cool.
Oh wait, actually, I should have talked about this one. New Gods and the Aquaman spinoff are canceled. I didn't even know those were a thing.
Oh, the New Gods is canceled?
Yeah,
Oh, that
and the Aquaman spinoff.
honestly just fucking throw the whole DCEU away.
I know it's like they're trying to like keep it going on its last legs, but like, why?
Either let Zack Snyder do his Justice League, like either let him finish Justice League and just finish that off, or just fucking throw it away in Flashpoint, right? And then this is what you do, right? This is what Warner Brothers should do. They should pay me and Ark in the Whack 7 figures to fix it for them, and then that'll happen. Because hear me out. First movie in the new DCEU is going to be a Booster Gold movie. That's where we started off.
Well, there's actually a Booster Gold movie in development.
Yeah, you know who I would fucking cast as Booster Gold. He might be a little too old now.
Tilda
Fucking no, shut the fuck up. The fucking Dawson. What the fuck is his name? The guy from Dawson's Creek.
Oh, James Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek. Yes, I would hire him. I would cast him as fucking Booster Gold. I think he would do excellent at that role. Because I think he could play the super arrogant like guy who was like the guy who was number 1 in high school and can let that go, and he's kind of a loser now. I think he could play that role perfectly. I don't know how old he is. How old is James Van Der Beek? He's got to be like 40 something, right? Or 50? He is 44. Okay, yeah, I think he could do it.
I mean, he still has the face. He doesn't hasn't aged. He's aged well.
Yeah. I think James Van Der Beek. I would cast him as Booster Gold.
Chris Evans would have been a cool booster, but yeah.
But the thing about like Chris Evans, right, is you look at him, right, and he doesn't have a punchable face. Booster Gold needs to have a punchable face, and James Van Der Beek has a punchable face. He is dead ass that guy who was like, yeah, I would. He probably still has his Letterman jacket hanging up in his like man cave at his house. That's the kind of guy you need to be Booster Gold. Like the guy who still has his high school Letterman jacket up there.
If we get James Van Der Beek Booster Gold, I would hope we get just a cameo scene with Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes. Yes. You're the Dawson, and you're the Pie Fighter. Oh my god! Did you watch the fucking reboot of Jay and Silent Bob?
I heard it's been on my list. Oh, it's not good.
I heard it was not good, but I think it's worth. I think it's still worth a watch if you're a fan.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's on my list to watch too, but I don't know if I'll ever get to it. But yes, there would have to be a fucking Jay and Silent Bob cameo scene. I think that would be great. Yeah, I think.
What?
I think if I were to frame the DCEU, right, it would be a Booster Gold movie with like, because Booster Gold in the comics, he starts off as like the biggest fucking joke, but then he's given so much importance because I think in the 52 titles, he ends up being the guy who saves the multiverse because he has the ability to travel through time, and he becomes like the guy who protects the time stream, right? So I think Booster Gold, if you frame the whole DCEU around him like about things happening in time and him going back and witnessing like Superman, kind of like Superman coming onto the scene and then Batman, I think if you frame it that way, I think it would be pretty fucking cool. Like making Booster Gold almost like the audience surrogate.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. DC, if you're listening, throw me 7 figures. I got y'all. I will figure this out for you.
Now, they're going to do Flash Paradox and fuck it up, says BTG Play.
Yeah, no, they are. They are. Just hire me. I got Ark in the Whack. We will fucking figure this out for y'all.
And speaking of movies, those who are excited to watch Mortal Kombat on April 16th will have to wait another week because they delayed that.
How long did they delay it till?
Just one more week because of coronavirus restrictions or stuff. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. I'm just reading the headline right now. And
I'm not worried about it.
What else?
What else?
News for you. Universal Studios Hollywood this announces a reopening dates, and they're going to introduce the new Indominus Rex animatronic. For those who don't know, Geo is scared to death of dinosaurs, even though they've been extinct for millions of years.
Shut the fuck up. I am not. I don't like dinosaur animatronics. They freak me out. They're fucking creepy. And I will not be going, oh my god. Yeah. No, the Indominus Rex animatronic. I'm going to look up a picture of this, actually. Because I'm going to see how fucking Indominus Rex animatronic.
Oh, wait.
No. That's a huge no for me, dog. That is definitely a no. That's a huge no for me. Dude, why do people find fun in like the Jurassic Park ride?
Because you're running from dinosaurs. It's fucking crazy. It's dope, and you feel safe because you know dinosaurs don't exist.
Shut the fuck up! All right, I don't know what kind of fucking magic there is in fucking theme parks. Look, we all have irrational fears. All right, this is mine. Leave me alone.
Okay, fair enough. Another news.
I don't know.
Uh,
Fuck you.
Matt Reeves, coming off of filming Batman with Robert Pattinson, he's going to be producing an English Russian creature movie called Sputnik. It's going to
Interesting.
feature bloody, gory cosmonaut terror, and wait, is it already out?
Is it? Mm-hmm.
Hold
You tell
on,
me.
I'm reading into this. Oh, it was an original movie that's English remake. Okay, of the movie
Of a
Sputnik, and
Russian
people
movie?
are saying the movie's hella dope because the movie, the original movie, was set in the Soviet Union in the 1980s at the height of the Cold War. It follows a young, controversial young doctor who is summoned to a secluded research facility to examine a cosmonaut who returned to Earth with an alien parasite inside of him.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna. That sounds like my shit. I'm gonna be watching that. And also, the Spiral trailer came out. The with Chris Rock. Did you see that?
The what?
Spiral Saw, like a Saw spinoff, but
Oh,
with Chris
Spiral.
Rock.
No. How was that?
It was actually interesting. It was just super random seeing Chris Rock acting serious in a horror movie.
Do they? Do you have to watch all the Saw movies to get that one? Because I've
No,
only seen Saw.
it gives me a straight up like if you take the movie Seven and replace the bad guy with Jigsaw, I think you would get this movie because the trailer gave me that exact
Oh.
vibe. So it's like Seven but Saw.
Hopefully, no one fucking spoils it for me, like someone did for Seven.
Yeah.
Piece of this shit. Um.
And someone's like, "It's crazy how that thing was in the box."
No. No.
Was it?
No. I remember. I remember. I was watching Seven. I was really into it, and then my friend who was next to me was like, "Oh, he was drunk, or what the fuck?" Because it was at night, and he's just like, "Hey, you want to know how this movie ends?" And then he just fucking said it. He's like, "It's his wife's head in the box." Like, go fuck yourself. I guess I just spoiled it, but
Yeah, I
whatever.
was like, I wasn't going to say the actual, but yeah.
Oops.
I
You know
mean, the
what? That
movie's been
movie's
out
been
for
out
over a decade.
over a decade. So yeah, fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. Yeah. Okay. I got the Indominus Rex on my Google screen, and I gotta get that out of here because this shit don't look nice. Anyways,
But yeah, that's all the news that I could have picked or talked about, but I decided not to and picked other ones instead.
yee yee. How is it? How's the chat doing? How we doing? Y'all, we seem to have a good crowd today. Got a good amount of people in here. What's everyone's plans for this Saturday? No new AAA games coming out. It says 3 shots to Kettle One.
I don't know,
Nothing
but
that I really give a shit about.
yeah, no, but I did buy Doom 3 on VR. That just came out last week, and I'm kind of scared to play because I don't fuck with horror games, but I have hold on, I have Doom and Walking Dead, and yeah, VR horror games. That should be interesting. But I need to work on my VR tolerance because I'm susceptible to motion sickness, so much to the point where I have
Mhm.
to buy these motion sickness candies before I play, and because they actually work
You
for me.
did you ever get like motion sickness on like roller coasters and shit?
No, it's just weird because like I can do
Interesting.
hella roller coasters like easy, but when it comes to VR, I guess it really like fucks with my brain. And then after half an hour to 3 hours, I feel a little weird and a little dizzy and then like disoriented. But they say the more you play, the more your body gets used to it, and then after a while, like you don't even feel that sensation at all. So yeah, I've been working on that. But I take long
Oh,
gaps between I play.
okay. So there were games that came out. Outriders came out, which I don't know if you heard
Oh
about it.
yeah, I
It's
did
like
hear about that.
like a co-op like shooter. I guess with RPG, kind of like Destiny was what I got from
Mm.
it. I wasn't that interested on it. I know what's gonna call it uh como se dice
What?
el how do you say oh Monster Hunter Rise that came out which is getting like really good reviews. Like people are saying like it's the best game on Switch. But it's not my cup of tea. I don't know. I feel like Monster Hunter Rise, like if I get like a good like group to play that game with me, maybe I'll play it. But I'm also really like non-committed with like video games right now because I just have so much other shit to do.
I'm not gonna
My,
do shit. Just gonna be at home and chill. Says
yo,
Dolirim. That Monster
that's
Hunter movie though,
exactly.
I don't know. It's made by the same guy that did the Resident Evil movies. Which fun fact, the director of the Resident Evil movies and Mila
Mhm.
Jovovich are actually married. So yeah, that's why they
Yeah,
always work together.
I think I was watching that show. I was watching the Resident Evil movies with BTG Play. And someone else who was watching with us was like, the point of these movies is the director's just like, look how hot my wife is. That's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah.
So meh.
Another video game news. Pavlov, which is a VR game, is coming to PSVR 2, which makes it the first confirmed game for PSVR 2, technically. And for those who don't know, Pavlov is pretty much like Counter Strike but VR.
Interesting.
So yeah, I want to get into playing that. But there's hella online competitive games in VR that I would like to participate in, but I'm super sensitive to VR still, so I need to work up on that. And right now I'm playing Astrobot, which is one of the best games I've ever played, like non VR or VR, like in the past 10 years. Astrobot Rescue Mission is the best Mario game since Super Mario 64.
You haven't even played Odyssey. How can you say that?
I'm just saying.
Odyssey is
Facts.
dope. Odyssey is fucking dope. You gotta play Odyssey before you can make that fucking.
But you know,
that-
Astrobot VR is amazing. It feels like a PS5 game when I'm playing it.
So it looks like Astro's Playroom.
Yeah. Like, if you were told me this was a PS4 game, I was like, what? No, it's like a PS5 demo. Another PS5 demo feels like I'm ready to fight people, but I gotta say, Super Mario 64 is overrated.
You
What?
fucking bitch.
That was the first. Actually, no, that's a lie. Ocarina of Time was the first game I've ever beaten, and Super Mario 64 was like the second.
I'm ready to time you out, PTG Play. You fucking twat. Dude, you can't say something is overrated if it's the first thing to do what it did. I don't get that. I mean, I guess you can say in hindsight now it may have aged bad, but
Has it aged bad?
I don't think it has. I can see how some people could maybe want to make that argument, but I don't think it has. You could say that other games in the genre are better. Like, I will. I can understand the argument of Banjo-Kazooie being better than Mario 64, but I don't think I agree.
There's people arguing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love Banjo-Kazooie. Like I fucking love Banjo-Kazooie. But I don't think it's better than Mario 64. I wish 3D platformers would make a comeback because I love those games. Speaking of 3D platformers, actually, you know about that? Actually, you probably don't give a shit about this game because I know you. Do you hear about that game, Balan Wonderworld?
No, this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Balan Wonderworld is a game by Yuji Naka, who was one of the main forces behind Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Nights into Dreams, Billy Hatcher. People kind of say he was kind of like Sega's like Miyamoto to an extent, but he formed a new studio with Square Enix, and they put out this game called Balan Wonderworld, and a lot of people are like, yo, this is bad. Like, this is really fucking bad. Like, because apparently the game has a one-button control scheme where every action you do, yeah, is just with the A button. So, like, you get, like, different power-ups. But, like, with these power-ups, right, if it does something, then you can't jump because it only uses one button. And it just makes no sense. It's like head-ass game design. I don't understand it. Yeah, very disappointing. Because the game looks like the cutscenes look vibrant and beautiful. I like the designs. It reminds me very much of Nights into Dreams, which is a game that I love.
Oh,
Uh,
you want to know another game that you love?
what?
Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out 2016. You played that one? Well,
Yeah.
just a few days ago, it's got a PS5 update with 60 frames per second. So now you can see 60 frames per second. Because
Oh, I'm
Gio says he doesn't know the difference between 30 frames and 60 frames per second.
I don't know the difference. I really don't. Like, it doesn't. I don't see the difference. I need someone to fucking come being like.
No, at first
Like,
I was like that until I played Miles Morales performance mode. Or was it ray tracing? I think it was performance mode. Or maybe performance and ray tracing. It was amazing. Like,
maybe
now
I
I
need
can't go back to playing a Spider-Man game in 30 frames per second. Like, for me, it's 60 frames. Or, like, yeah. Like, I get the hype
you
now.
gotta,
Because before I
you
was
gotta
like,
remember.
there's no difference.
You gotta remember this, Mikey. It wasn't until this year when I got a new TV that I was playing video games on my 720p TV,
No shit.
and I never really seen a difference. So,
Oh, well, yeah, the Ratchet and Clank PS5 update on a 2016 game is now live.
all right, I have that game somewhere. I gotta. Also, I think that's available for everyone who has a PS5. So people like you and me who have PS5s, and not people like my name is Earl. You know, we could enjoy that game for free. Is he even still in chat?
And
No. Oh yeah, he is.
other random video game news: PS5 is named the official console of NBA 2K, which is like okay.
Okay.
PC
What
Master
did I
Race.
even name? Shut up.
Light 2 says Master or 3 shots to kettle 1.
Three shots to
Okay.
kill one. First off, you're a twat. Everyone knows Virtual Boy Master Race.
Oh shit. I didn't catch this. Witcher 3 PS5 update is coming this year.
Hey,
Because
what?
CD Projekt Red released a roadmap. I missed this.
Oh, there's a Witcher 3 PS5 update?
Or I don't. Yeah, it says roadmap 2021 for Cyberpunk. They got patches and updates, free DLCs. They better be, and the next gen update. Still waiting on that. And for The Witcher Monster Slayer. I don't know what that is. And then The Witcher 3 next gen update. And then another thing is further development on Gwent, which is the card game in The Witcher, which I hear is pretty addicting.
Interesting. Yeah, I heard Gwent. I tried playing it when I played The Witcher 3, and I kept losing, so I was just like, fuck this.
They're making another Witcher game. Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. I want another fucking
Wait,
Witcher
so what
game.
is Gwent like? Is it like Uno?
No. What would it be like? I don't know how to explain
Go Fish?
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Triple Triad if you played the old Final Fantasy games.
Nah.
But it's like a lot more in depth. Yeah. There's a Ark and the Whack and I were damn near pro Gwent players. I think y'all were pro twat players. I don't fucking know. I couldn't think of an insult. Anyways.
Oh, speaking of CD Projekt Red, they also announced that their marketing campaigns will be shorter and much closer to launch.
They're just being reactionary to their fuck up. So,
yeah. Like, you know, fans, we're giving you what you want now.
Like, I think I don't know. CD Projekt Red really dug in their own hole, and now they're just paying for it.
Do you think it's possible for them to pull a No Man's Sky
with Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
No.
Or they dug the hole too far deep to ever make a redemption story.
A game that size is going to need a lot more work than No Man's Sky. And No Man's Sky took like what, 3 years to get to where it was? 4 years?
Apparently it's amazing now.
Cyberpunk to get to what they were hyping people up for.
Yeah, like it was way higher than the expectations set by No Man's Sky. Like their ambitions were through the roof.
Yeah. BTG Play says No Man's Sky had like 1/5 the hype of Cyberpunk. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it. Let me put it to you like this: like Cyberpunk was quote unquote released at the beginning of the PS5, and it might be completed by the end of the PS5.
Right.
Like it might take that long. Like they might pull a GTA 5 and like legit give us like the completed version on PS6. Like that might fucking happen. And fucking speaking of which, like GTA 5, like that shit is like still going on. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I
like the fan base is still vibrant and ongoing.
even like it became like a Twitch like thing, right? Where people are doing like role playing.
Yeah, that's the meta now for
Yeah,
most
I
of
think
the big streamers, I think.
people who do GTA 5 and people who watch GTA 5 role plays, it is directly your fault why we're not getting GTA 6.
That
So
shit is weird.
you
It's
have
just BTG play. Yeah, I try to give myself an hour to watching GTA RP, and then I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and then the person was just going through the menu. I was like, all right, I'll go to the next one, and then it was kind of mixed the same. And like I'm like a completionist, or like okay, I need to see where the story starts. Like I can't watch sequels without watching uh, the previous installment, or like without knowing the context of the previous movie. So like
yeah.
okay, like so I feel constantly out of the loop every time I try to attempt watching one of those streams. But this is some funny clips though that I've seen. But I don't know. As a I can't I can't really find myself sitting down and watching. No Man's Sky is also guilty of that whole early access BS. True. It's like RP in real life. F that. Yeah. I think that might have would kind of pushes me off of that a little bit. It's like, okay, I'm just watching people do day-to-day stuff, but in a digital world. Like I could do that on Sims.
Would you describe or would you compare the GTA role playing thing as kind of like the video game version of what Philip 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 Seymour's character
In
is that
Synecdoche, New York.
yeah, Synecdoche, right?
GTR No
Exactly.
Pixel is amazing. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like have like a boomer mentality towards the thing, and I just don't get it because like it's popping off. Like yeah, like there people like that shit, and I was like,
First
oh
off,
fuck, I don't know.
I don't fuck with any streamers. I hate all streamers except us.
Oh,
Except us. I guess BTG Play is cool. Sometimes he's alright.
I've been hooked for a few months now. Yeah, you told us, and then I was like, okay, all right, like, all right, Justice into it. Did I, I'll give myself another hour. But yeah, I'll probably give myself another go if I'm just like bored. Like Twitch, I never really used to watch streams, but sometimes I find myself just like flipping a channel, just going through a bunch of streams, and then not figuring out which one to end on.
Yeah, no, I never watch streams, and in fact, I used to be like streaming is fucking dumb. Why would I watch people play games? And now, well, fuck,
Look at
here I am.
us.
Here the fuck I am. It's like when it's funny. I always tell this story to people, but like I remember in 2009
Oh shit!
when
Was I not talking the whole time?
no, you were.
Okay,
I heard you.
never mind.
I remember in 2009 when 3 Shots of the Kettle One showed us
Thank you.
Minecraft,
2 shots.
and I was like, this is the dumbest shit ever. And then like now it's like the highest selling video game ever, and I was like, oh well.
Oh,
Well then,
damn. Like, imagine if we hopped on to Minecraft and Fortnite hype like right when it first started. We'd have been pros. Bro, it's like when Mikey said Bitcoin was like $75. Yeah.
fucking goddamn it! Don't remind us of that. God damn you,
Nightmare fuel.
Airfield. Fuck, we think about that and we're just like, fuck.
We were all there.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
Hindsight's a bitch.
Yeah, for those who, for background on us, me and Gio and 3 shots go way back.
Yeah, and we have a lot of things that we regret not doing.
Oh, I forgot to talk about the Comic-Con thing. I was going to mention this on the show. Remember when we were hella hyped to go to Comic-Con? We were talking about it for like weeks, and then like, all right, we're going to get the tickets. We're ready to press F5, refresh, and buy. And we had our credit cards or like our debit cards right in front of us on the computer, and we're like, all right, sale time is happening. And then, then sale time happened, and it was open and it was sold out within seconds, and we did not even get a chance to even get into the waiting room.
I remember that. I pushed that out of my memory until you brought it up just now. And you want to know what the most infuriating thing about that is?
Yeah.
I remember fucking MLAX got to go that year.
Oh yeah, our friend Emily, yeah, she was able to get a ticket somehow when it was sold out, and we're like, what the fuck? Because we were all trying to go, like, all right, we're going to go to Comic-Con this year, we're going to see all the panels, we're going to walk the show floor, we're going to buy hella shit, and we're going to, like, take hella pictures, and no, we watched it online.
I'm so mad because now, like, the year when now I'm financially stable enough to do all that shit and be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And now we can't do shit. And yeah, fuck the world. Why the world gotta close now? Then again, like, I think, things happen for a reason. If it wasn't for the world closing, I probably wouldn't be streaming or doing shit like this, or even like watching streaming. So, the world would probably be a lot different if it never closed. And maybe, I'm not saying that the pandemic was good, but
it's all because you said I gotta get that amiibo.
You know what? I said I gotta get this amiibo no matter what, and the world went to shit. But look, I have Banjo, and I have Terry from King of Fighters, and I have Byleth from Fire Emblem.
Oh,
so
shit.
You know what? All of these, every time I pick up an amiibo, every single one, it sparks joy in me. So I'm not a hoarder.
That's all what's up. Wait, you're not a whore?
I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a hoe either. I'm not a whore either. But no slut shaming. Sex work is real work, and they should have unions.
Yeah, like, I can't wait till I get unionized.
Unionized, yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I was trying to make a joke, but anyways.
Shut up. Fuck you. I just got it. Anyways, yeah. It's sad that there's a lot of shit we can't do, but things are opening up, and we'll see how summer goes.
Yeah, I'm actually hyped to go to Disneyland now that I can drink at 2 locations publicly.
Would you go to Disneyland this year?
I'm thinking, I'm gonna, because I have tickets to Star Wars Celebration, which is like the Star Wars Comic-Con. I was supposed to go in 2020, but then 2020 happened, and then so it got postponed, not 1 year, but 2 years. So I'm like, all right, so yeah, and the celebration is going to happen at the Anaheim Convention, which is literally down the street, like maybe 1 or 2 blocks away from Disneyland. So like, I think I would like to go, like, before that, but I can wait until next summer so I can hit Disneyland and Star Wars Celebration and Galaxy's Edge all in like one trip. And then yeah, and it actually worked out because it gives me time. Oh yeah, it gives me time to work on my cosplay, because I'm gonna be a TIE fighter pilot.
That's what's up, dude.
So yeah.
So you have 2 tickets?
Yeah.
Let me go with you if you got no one else.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Because I'll dress up as what's the most anti-Star Wars thing I can think of?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a Star Wars troll to the Star Wars convention.
I'm gonna dress up as Watto, and I'm just gonna be like, Enne, and look at Enne.
Right? Are there Watto cosplays? It has to. I want to see this.
There has to be. There has to be someone
cosplay.
doing a Watto cosplay. I think that would be great. And nay.
Oh, just the mask.
Go. My name is Earl. Says go as Spock. I feel like that one's been done before. Like I actually watched a video. It was this.
How do y'all feel about Jaden Christensen? I was like, wait, Hayden. I was like, wait. I enjoyed him. He worked with the script that he was given, and and I think now that it's been over 10 years since episode 3 came out, he's seen all the criticism about him, and then for it to ended up turning into like love and adoration for him, like so like I think he knows. He understands criticism, and I think he'll deliver this time around. And we'll get a more nuanced Anakin, especially since it's going to be the show creator is, I forgot her name, but she directed the 3rd episode of The Mandalorian when all the Mandalorians came out of the hiding, and so like she's really good at action. So I'm really excited for the Obi-Wan show.
Hate to love Alex Mistyle. That is a name I have not heard in many years.
Yeah, that was a nutty arc for him. Hate to love Alex Mistyle. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty dope. I think I'm excited for Hayden Christensen to come back, even though I haven't watched The Mandalorian. I might watch Obi-Wan because I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch The Mandalorian.
Nostalgia for sure. Yeah.
Nostalgia is definitely probably a factor. But I should watch The Mandalorian because
it's good. It's good TV. Good storytelling.
I heard it's good TV. Like okay. Contrary to popular belief, The Mandalorian is not something that I'm refusing to watch because everyone else likes it. There are shows like that.
Yeah, context. Gio is known for refusing to watch very, very popular shows just for the fact that they are popular.
Just out of spite, really.
Like dude, what's Game of Thrones? No, fuck you.
No, fuck you. Shut up. Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Attack on Titan. What else?
And then it's like, it's like, no, fuck you. Go watch Doki Doki Literature. I'm like, no, dude, watch fucking Breaking Bad.
Don't disrespect Doki Doki Literature. That's a great fucking visual novel. It's fucking great. How much do I gotta pay you to stream playing that game?
I thought it was a show, but
no, it's a visual novel. It's a psychological horror visual novel. How much do I gotta pay you? How much do I have to Venmo you right now to play that game on stream?
How long is that? How many hours would I have to invest into Doki Doki Literature?
I haven't played it in like 3 years. Is Divinity still in the chat? I think I saw her come in.
2,000 hours? Your dignity.
I know Divinity's just played it. I was watching her play through, but I don't know how long it took. It took like, well, she also had a bunch of people in like chat like stop and like they like make the game go slower. I would say it's about a fucking 5 to 6 hour game.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's definitely less than 10 hours, but it's about 5 to 6 hours.
Oh, so
Divinity.
So Divinity still has her dignity. It rhymed.
Yeah, it did rhyme.
Anyways, it's alright.
Anyways, yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't know.
What are you gonna eat for lunch? Because I'm starving.
I was actually thinking about working out, but
ooh, look at you.
Well, because I haven't worked out in since Wednesday, and then I try to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, but then yesterday my ankle was hurting, and I was like, I don't want to. I'll just take the today off. But yeah, it was crazy. I think I already told you this, but ever since I've been doing my workout streams, because I don't work out off stream, because that's how I keep myself accountable. I was like, all right, fuck, I gotta work out today, and I hate the process of working out. I don't enjoy it at all. Like, I feel like it's torturous. But I lost 15 to 20 pounds. I'm like fluctuating between that this year. And I'm like, oh, shit.
What's up, dude?
But I feel myself a little stronger, more leaner, but I don't know. I don't really feel much progress, so I'm going to try a different workout routine, which I posted on my Discord. If you guys want to see what I'm going to be doing starting May, I'm going to be focusing on body weight stuff.
I've been slacking on my workout and diet. I work out like I went from like working out 5 days a week and eating really clean to like eating pretty shitty and working out like one day a week.
I don't even eat clean. I have chips within arm's reach. I got a crispy thins, sour cream, and then the best flavored Doritos.
What flavor is that?
Cool Ranch, of course. Yeah, and then like my diet, just like I eat 75% of what I normally eat. Like it's not even 50%. I'm like, I'm still hungry. Those crispy thins are S tier. Yes, they are. Like I was like, what are these? And then I tried them, and then yeah, like I've been trying hella snacks.
I've been this whole time. I want to say for like the past like 15 minutes, I've been munching on olives.
Ew.
Olives are good. You don't like olives?
Nah.
I love olives. I'll eat them on pizza. I'll have them in my calzones. Olives are bomb. You trip dog.
What's them call it? Oreos. There's a caramel coconut Oreos which taste straight up like Samoa Girl Scout cookies. And I highly recommend them. They're amazing, and I love them.
Oh, I had a box of the carrot cake Oreos. It was pretty good.
Carrot cake.
Yeah. 3 shots of Kettle One called me a snob. Shut up.
But yeah, all this talk about food is getting me hungry, so I think I want to grub.
Yeah, I still don't know what I want to eat. A burrito again?
Well, turns out I'm the Flash because I went to Costco just now, and I got a Costco hot dog and a drink for $165 or $168. Oh, besides, also Costco hot dogs aren't the same. They're not Polish anymore. Like, they taste totally different from how they used to taste, and so they're not. They're just regular ass hot dogs that you can get like at a ballpark or something. Rip, like exactly. I saw a tweet that said the pandemic isn't over until Costco starts serving free samples again. I agree with that.
I agree. What was I gonna say? Shit, dude, I might hop to Vallejo.
Why don't you drive to Vallejo?
Not Vallejo, American Canyon, because that place Crave. You been to that place?
I've heard of it, but I've not been.
They got a sisig burrito, and like I had one like 2 weeks ago. And
oh wait, I have heard of that place. Yeah, I've been there. Costco pizza from Vallejo is good too. Oh yeah. Costco pizza is legit.
Dude, when I lived in Sacramento, I was going to college out there. My house in Sacramento was like down the street from Costco, and their food court was outside. So I ate Costco hot dogs every day for a summer because it was so cheap.
Yeah, like it's cost effective. Oh my god, that's college on easy mode.
Yeah. So it's like, it's Costco has its advantages. You feel me? You fees me. Also, you know what I didn't know? Costco was in like hella other countries.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember there was a Costco in El Salvador when I was a kid. I went, and then I remember there's this streamer that I watch. They live in Japan, and she was saying that she gets some stuff from Costco that's like, from other parts of the world, and I was like, huh, interesting.
But yeah, I'm actually really hungry, so I want to eat. So
we're gonna
we'll see you guys next week at 11:30. We try to go for 11:30, but there's always technical difficulty bullshit that always happens. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes right before we go live. But yeah, 11:30 we try, but sometimes maybe 12. And
thanks for hanging out with us. My name is Earl. 3 got a one, Dolly Rim.
And here's our socials. Be sure to follow us there. We're being more active on the socials and all that stuff. So yeah, we will see you guys next week, bright and early at 11:30. Is that early? No, it's not. But we'll see you then. See you.
All right. Peace.
Oh wait, that's your face.
Oh shit. Gang shit. God damn you.